In today's video I'm talking about the Nikon Z6III. I bought this camera in 2025 in April, and I've actually bought two of them, and I've been shooting with it basically every day ever since. I do photo and video for a job. I also do it for fun, so both my cameras have taken quite a bit of abuse over the past, 9 months, 10 months. So let's talk about it. The reason I bought the Nikon Z6III is mainly because I wanted something that can take the Tamron 35 to 150, which this is the perfect wedding and event lens. And although I didn't do many weddings last year, I have quite a bit of them this year and already starting to book next year, so I'm glad I got this lens. Anyways, back to the Z6III. At the time I got it, this was, at least in my opinion, the best hybrid camera out there, with decent autofocus, good video capabilities, great photo capabilities, and a fast sensor. So I just decided to get it and went all in, got two of them. When the ZR came out, I was contemplating maybe replacing one of them with a ZR. I'm still thinking about it, but at the moment I really don't like the quality when shooting H.265 with the ZR, so I'm sticking with the Z6IIIs. Anyways, you probably know everything about it. It has a partially stacked sensor, which I still don't know what that means, but it's partially stacked. It has 26 megapixels. It shoots up to 6K raw video, but I never shoot RAW, so the most I can go up to in H.265 is 5.1K, I believe. It does it with 60 FPS, no crop, which was really important to me because I like to shoot 60 FPS for a lot of stuff. Definitely having a crop would have been a deal breaker, so I'm glad it doesn't have a crop. And I know the body design is really nice. I really like it. All the buttons are quite simple to understand. I like the PASM dial. I don't know, I just like the camera. I like using it. I like how it feels in my hand. It feels nice and sturdy. It's well built all around. I've used it in snow and in rain and never had any issues. I just realized I forgot to talk about the autofocus performance of the camera, and I would say it's more than adequate. Works well in most situations. I never had big issues with it. I never missed important shots because of the autofocus, which is nice. Definitely a big step up for me coming from a Fujifilm to the Nikon Z6III. So back to the video. Now let's talk about specifically the photos that I can get with this camera. I know that when the camera first came out, a lot of people were talking about dynamic range and how it's not as good as it is on the Z6 II, but honestly I haven't had any issues with dynamic range with photos with this camera. Also, I've lent it to a friend who does own and shoot professionally on a Z6 II, and he hasn't found any issues either, so I would say it's neglectable. When it comes to video, if you're shooting during the day in a nice, well-lit situation, it's great. If you're shooting at night, it does get a bit noisy, at least for my taste. Maybe it's just the sensor that works like that, or maybe we can get a fix with firmware. I'm honestly not sure. Right now I'm shooting in a flat picture profile, but not in log, in SDR, in the flat picture profile, and I'm doing that to see how much noise there is. I'm currently at 800 ISO on the Tamron 28 to 75, and I don't know yet how it looks, but I'll see once I'm editing, and you obviously can see it now, so let me know. No noise reduction applied. And here are a few clips with the camera and with no noise reduction, just a conversion LUT and maybe a grade. So you can see it does get noisy, especially in the shadows. Now, is that a deal breaker? Definitely not. The noise, it's not too bad. I did shoot with the camera up to 12,800 ISO and I still got usable results, but again, there are cameras that shoot cleaner video for a similar price. So at this point, if I was buying a camera today, maybe I wouldn't go for the Z6III. I don't know. Also, another thing is I use Final Cut to edit, which has probably the worst noise reduction of any editing software, so yeah, that doesn't really help. Anyways, let's go back to the camera. Battery life is great. Batteries are not the easiest to get to, and I know I had to wait for my batteries quite a bit. In the meantime, when I first bought the camera, I got these Newell batteries. I have 2 of them, they're blue, they last a little bit less but still work perfectly fine. And other than those, I have 5 original Nikon batteries which work perfectly fine because they're original Nikon batteries. And yeah, it takes SD and CF Express. Right now I don't have anything in it, but generally I only use CF Express cards because it doesn't shoot video to both cards. It shoots video only to one. It can be the SD, it can be the CF Express, but I prefer using the CF Express. The cards that I use are pro grade gold cards because I find them to be the most trustworthy card manufacturer, and I really like their products. Also, they don't cost too much, they cost quite a bit, but it's fine. The cards that I have are 2 128 gigs, 2 256 gigs, and 1 520 gig card, and that has me covered for basically any type of shoot. On a full day wedding shoot, I might go through about 500 gigs at best, shooting in 10-bit H.265 in 5.1K 60 FPS. So yeah, that's the Nikon Z6III. Yeah, it also has all the usual ports that you would want: mic, jack, headphones, USB-C, HDMI, and something else. I don't know. Works great with flash, works great without flash. Just a nice workhorse of a camera. Sorry, my alarm's going off. Do you have this camera? What do you think about it? Which camera do you think is a better buy at the moment in the market? If I was buying a camera today, I would probably go with the Sony a7 IV. Even though I haven't used it yet, a friend just bought one and I might try to get my hands on it if he lets me, so I can do a review on it and see if I like it more than the Z6III. Other than that, I don't know if there's any other new camera. I don't know, the Lumix cameras seem interesting, but I don't know too much about them. Yeah, maybe the Canon R6 Mark III would be a better camera. Well, definitely a better camera than this, but then you're locked in the Canon ecosystem and you can get the Tamron. So I don't know. Maybe I would go for the Nikon Z8, hoping they come out with a Z8 Mark II or something soon, and maybe my next upgrade will be that. But for now, probably until the end of this year, I won't be changing my cameras. Unless maybe the ZR gets a firmware update that allows it to have cleaner H.265 video, then I might get that, just because I would love the big screen and weird body design. But anyways, for now I think I'm sticking with this until the end of the year, probably. See you in the next video.